I speak never say never. Worst hijab tutorial you've ever seen. Beginner friendly. My dream job. Favorite. It smells really yum. Assalamu alaikum guys, I hope that you are doing well. I wanted to do a little intro for this video. I first wanted to say thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. Guys, it's literally insane. Linda from 5 years ago would never believe I would even get close to this point, and I'm so thankful to be creating content. I'm truly so passionate about it, and I'm glad that there's people out there who actually enjoy it. And so thank you so much, my lovely friends. Today's video is not my usual content. I'm a little scared, a little nervous, but I often get asked, you know, Linda, what's your makeup routine? What's your skincare routine? Hijab tutorial, please. So today is the day. There is no more gatekeeping. You're about to find out all of my secrets. Also, I'm realizing I do not look my best right now, so maybe you're like, I don't really want a makeup tutorial from you right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't claim to be a professional. This is really just for the few people who have asked. And I also answered a few questions about, you know, where I'm from, just like questions that I get often in the comments, and so I thought I would put them in a video. Alrighty, I'm gonna let you watch. See you in a sec. Okay, so first things first. Actually, no, let me address this. We're all gonna collectively ignore it as if it was never there, as if it was just an illusion, and that was absolutely not happening over here. Thanks. So first things first, I start off with my skincare routine, and I stand by the fact that having a good skin base will facilitate the makeup process. Like when my skincare is good on my face, my makeup goes on well as well. So let me walk you through a little bit what I use. I did talk about this in another video, so if this is redundant to you, you can just skip. I give you permission. So to wash my face, this isn't like pre-makeup obviously, like this is at night, but it contributes to my skin health. I use the Beauty of Joseon cleansing balm, and I use the Heru Wonder Black Rice. I'll put it on the screen. I double cleanse, and those products are the two that I feel like don't irritate my skin. They're super gentle and they just do their job. Loyal to those girls. If I learned one thing in skincare, I try not to switch it up too much. I've already done my little experimental phase. Now I just want products I can go back to. And then for the moisturizing part, I use the Rhode glazing milk. Beware, because I know a lot of people literally created acne for them, which we don't want, but it's the only milk toner that works for me. Surprisingly and weirdly, I've tried a few and each of them gave me little weird pimples. This one, my skin likes it, so I am sticking to that. But I know there's a lot of alternatives if you want to look on TikTok. Milky toners. I feel like it really helps my skin, and with moisturizing it, especially with the winter coming. In Canada here, it gets really cold in my North African genes, but they don't like the cold. My skin gets super dry. And finally, a moisturizer. I kind of rotate between a few moisturizers, but my two main ones, I have kind of an everyday one, which I'm pretty sure the brand is To Boycott. I just have this from a long time ago, and I've been like scooping it up little by little, watching it fade away. I'm almost out, so I shall find an alternative, but in case you want to know and maybe know an alternative as well that you can recommend to me, it's the La Neige Water Bank moisturizer. It's really not that crazy in quality, but it just works for me and doesn't give me pimples, guys. I don't know. So yeah, and then in the winter I'll use the I forget what it's called, Skin Food. I'll put it on the screen, but that one is very thick and goes a long way, so I don't like to use it every single day, but in the winter it gets kind of every single day because skin is really suffering. And I tried the light version of that one to try and replace the La Neige Water Bank, and it gave me pimples, so I don't know how that works. That's for skincare, and I guess actually sunscreen counts as skincare, so I'll show you right now. I usually put it right before I do my makeup. This is the one I use, the Round Lab one, and love this thing. I'll put a little bit like this and like this. And also this makes my skin glowy. So yeah, I did post an Instagram picture, like a story. I think, oh my gosh, thank God I wore this hijab and not my actual one that I want to wear. I posted an Instagram story and you guys were so sweet. But you were asking me about the glowiness. How did I achieve that? And I actually think that my sunscreen is what gives me the most glow. But I'll show you another product in a second that helps me achieve the glowiness as well. And what I like about this sunscreen as well is that it doesn't show up white on my face. Like, it doesn't take a lot for me to get rid of the like white screen that we don't want. So yeah, guys, that is the skincare. Now we shall get into the makeup. Okay, makeup time. About the glowiness, I do count this as a makeup product. It's not skincare. I bought this a while ago and I don't know why I stopped using it and just recovered it, and I actually really enjoy the glowiness that it gives me, and I feel like after when I put my other products, it just looks even better on my skin, like everything together. So yeah, I've started using this again. It's the Say Star Glow, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Say Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow. What I'll do is I'll just put a little bit on my cheeks. If I'm looking here, it's because I have my mirror. And I just go like this, blend it out. I kind of focus on this part of my face, to put my nose like this, and then the extra I'll just bring down so it looks all even. And there we go. I look really pale right now. Let's solve the paleness actually. I'll sometimes really just put blush, some little concealer, bit of mascara, and I'll be good to go. But kind of been, you know, playing with my makeup a little bit, experimenting. And let me show you products that I use to give my face a bit more bronziness to it. I think my number one favorite that looks the best on my skin is this. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Smooth Blur Contour in the shade Shadow. And I have a problem with bronzers and contour where they all like kind of look orangey on me and stuff. So really like to use this. I'll put literally a little bit here where my cheekbones are and a little bit on top, and it makes me look a little bit more snatched. This one is not too cool and not too orangey on my skin as well. Yeah, this is the best for my skin tone. And then I also have this, the Mario Skin Enhancer, which I stopped using for a little bit and I just started using it again, and I fear it does help with giving some color to my face, so I shall use it today. What I like is that it's super natural as well and blends out amazingly. A little bit on top. It's a little tricky with hijab, but we shall try. You can see it, you can tell a little bit the difference. I am like right in front of my window. Shall do the same on the other side. And then I'm gonna use a tiny bit of this. I'll put literally a bit right on my cheekbone, if not like just a little bit up. And then I don't think I'm gonna put some up just because I put already the bronzer, but I would usually put a little bit, just like a on top as well. Try and show you like literally this. That's all I put, guys. Because I'm scared of it looking blotchy, patchy. And this is the big brush, TBH. I don't know if I would say that it's like worth it, honestly. It's fun, but I feel like there's similar alternatives on the market. And now for blush, I'm gonna use the Rhode Pocket Blush shade Toasted Teddy. This is my favoriteest thing of it all. So good, the shade. Going with the beginner friendly theme. This is super easily blendable and I really like it. So I just put some like this. I know usually you shouldn't put the product directly on your face, but literally what are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna blend this out. I guess while I blend this out, I will be answering little questions. Let's start with the basics. My name is Linda. I know you're so shocked. I once got told by someone in the prayer room that I had a white name. I get told that a lot, but I feel like in North Africa in general, it's kind of a popular name right now, like for people my age. Whereas here in the Western world, it's kind of an old name, so that's why maybe it comes as a shock. But my name is Linda. I am 21 years old. That's quite crazy. I was born and I live in Canada, but I am ethnically Algerian. تحية الجزائر, guys. Wow. More specifically, I live in the province of Quebec, Canada. So that's why, well, no, that's not why I speak French. I speak French because the Algerians were colonized, but also French is the language that is spoken here. So that is why. And now I'm going to go in with concealer. I use the Tower 28 concealer shade MDR, and I will put the tiniest bit. I don't like the look of a lot of concealer, although I have really bad under eye bags, so I need it, but it just looks ugly when I have a lot. And I've tried using under eye corrector and it just doesn't look right and doesn't really do much for me unless I use the wrong one. I don't know. If you have any recommendations, very open to it. And I will just let this sit while I do some other steps, and then I'll come back to blend it. And also putting my blush and like face products before my concealer is a game changer. I feel like it looks so much more natural. So try it and let me know. So yes, now I would do my brows, but I did them this morning because I went to the gym. I use this and I will comb them out and then use this part. Ew, don't look too close. It's a little gross, but I use this part to feather them out. I might actually go back a little bit. Next, I take a little black liner and I just kind of draw little line, like the faintest line possible, and I use this brush to kind of feather it out. I don't really have a technique, so I'm just going to show you how I do it and you shall learn from that. Now I can speak a bit about the languages that I speak. I speak English, obviously. I also speak French and I speak Darja, which are both like my mother tongues. I don't really know which one would qualify as mother tongue. Probably French, because although my parents spoke both to me, I feel like I was not really pushed enough to speak Darja, and now I understand it. Alhamdulillah, that's already a win, but sorry, I can't really focus. Yes, although they spoke to me in Darja, I was not forced enough to speak it, so now I understand everything and I can talk, but definitely not like fluently. I can't really get my thoughts across as fluently as in French or English, so yeah, but I'm trying to work on it. If I'm at home, I'll try and force myself to speak, because it's definitely something I want to pass on to my kids, inshallah, and it would be really sad for me not to be able to. I also speak a bit of German. Hallo, wie geht's? Mein Name ist Linda. Ich bin 21 Jahre alt. Ich komme aus Algerien und ich wohne in Kanada. Don't know about the last one. Correct me if there's any people who speak Deutsch. I ran out of storage. This was bound to happen, but yes, meine Deutsch ist nicht sehr gut. So that is it for the languages. Wait, no, I also am learning Fusha at school right now. Very limited, but I, alhamdulillah, have learned the alphabet, which I feel like already has unlocked a lot. And yeah, we're learning different words. And I was actually speaking about this to my friend, and I think that if I want to continue learning Fusha, I might go to a class where it's focused on religion and Quran, so that I can apply my knowledge there and like learn Arabic words that are related to religion, because it's all fun, you know, knowing how to say batir and iktut. At the end of the day, why I'm doing this is to be able to read Quran, inshallah, and like kind of know what's going on, or let's say tarawih, like kind of understand what's going on. That would be really fun, inshallah. Now we're moving on to blending out the concealer. Well, more like we're going back to the concealer. I'm getting out all my tools. I use the Huda Beauty powder in shade, I think it's Pound Cake. Yes, it smells really yummy, guys. And I get a little bit out. I really don't use that much. Then I take a beauty blender, which shall be changed soon, and I use usually the spray from Pixie. I got it a really long time ago, and I found it one day and got this idea of wetting my beauty blender with that, and have been using it ever since, but I'm like almost out, so I need to find a new setting spray or like a mist or something, so I shall maybe keep you updated. Also, if you have any recommendations, please go ahead. Any products you recommend, go ahead. So yeah, and I just spray a little bit, then I like kind of tap it in my hand to get all the like juices off. I don't know. And I will tap it lightly. And this girl at Sephora once told me to avoid creasing, to like keep my eyes, like I look a little crazy. The point is to look crazy. What you're gonna do is keep your eyes open like this. Avoid the most creasing you can. And then I'm gonna tap the powder once again, get the excess off, and then we're gonna pat lightly, and I do one eye at a time to avoid as much creasing as possible. I will do the same on the other side. While I do that, I shall answer everything related to school. I am a business technology management student, and I'm a second year, right? Yes, I am a second year. Alhamdulillah, I like my program. I feel as though it is the program that suits me the most. I don't really see myself being in anything else. I'm not sure if I want to necessarily pursue jobs that are specifically business technology management, but it does open up a few other options for me. Like basically any commerce type of jobs I could low-key pursue, like get a certificate after or something. So that's really fun. Honestly, my dream job is what I do with YouTube. Like honestly, this is what I want to be doing for the rest of my life, inshallah. And if it doesn't happen necessarily for me and that it can't be a full-time thing, I want to be doing that just in a company. I'm honestly super thankful that I'm doing this just as a hobby, but I'm truly really passionate about it. So just in general in life, this is what I want to be doing, however it ends up happening. There's also some interesting jobs when it comes to BTM, like you know, data analysis and new things that are probably coming with AI. So who knows? I did an internship. If you've been following me for a while, a lot of you asked me in my little question, right? A lot of noise was happening downstairs. As I was saying, a lot of you asked me about my internship, what I did, if I liked it. I was an operations intern in a startup. Let's just say it confirmed a lot of things for me, in the sense I learned a lot for sure. I learned what it was like to be in a corporate kind of setting and working with people and the realities of the workforce. And I learned a few skills, but in general, I can't say that my experience there was truly amazing and loved it and want to go back for another internship. So that's that. The internship was 4 months. Getting paid was a blessing already, because I know a lot of fields do not get paid, which is literally insane. So that's alhamdulillah, I'm really grateful for that, and it was definitely the best part out of it. Like, I got big girl money and then I didn't know how to act. But that's what I was internshipping in. I think someone asked, like, used that term in my Q&A bank thing, so that was funny. I was internshipping in that, and I quit this program I was in where they kind of guide you with your internship search process. It was a lot for me. Like, I haven't had a summer break in 2 years. Fall semester school, then winter work internship term, and then summer school, and then fall semester school, and then internship, and and I get like 2 weeks of break every year, which for some people it works. A lot of people in my field it works, which sometimes makes me feel like I'm not fit for this world. People that are very much like go, go, go and love being busy. And it's not that I don't like being busy, but I need my little time of silence in my brain. Like, I get overstimulated, I get overwhelmed. Yeah, it was just not for me, and honestly it was a really good decision. Alhamdulillah, I'm really grateful. But now I do have to find an internship on my own, which might be a little harder, but God is great once again, and never say never. As you may have noticed, I was doing my little lash routine. It's really not crazy, so I shall show you. I use the Shiseido eyelash curler. I got this off Stylevana, guys. Don't get it at the pharmacy. For some reason, it's 35 or something at the pharmacy. At Sephora, I'm like, are y'all good? This was like $14 on Stylevana, which is where I also got the skincare that I mentioned in the beginning, or most of it at least. So if you're gonna order some products that I mentioned, you can order this as well. This is honestly worth it to me. And I use this mascara from Refai, but honestly, for me, as long as the bristles are thin and like small, or not thin, but like short bristles, I'll show some examples of what I'm talking about. Those are the best mascaras. I used to use the telescopic mascara, which was the ideal wand, but obviously boycotting that. Boo. If you have some recommendations, let me know. I'm not that picky about mascara. Honestly, it's really just the brush that matters for me. So I just curl for a few seconds. And then my trick in life, some people will ask me if I have mascara on or not, and that's because I put like not a lot. I'll really put it on the tip of my lashes, and for me it makes a big difference. Like, it just accentuates the eyelashes, but it makes it look natural, which is what we want. What I want, what you may want. And then I put some on the bottom lashes. I used to skip this step, but now I don't. So I put a little bit. I do the same on the other eye. There we go. And then I will do a bit of frick. I will be doing a bit of fake freckles because someone asked me how I do them. I use the Makeup Forever liner in shade Limitless Brown. Love this as lip liner as well. And what I do is I'll put little dots like this, kind of all over, lightly. If you have freckles, you're so cool. And then I take just my fingers and I will dab out the freckles. Dab. And even like if it means that they don't show up at all, that's good for me. Like, I want it to look as natural as possible, I don't know if I really achieve that, but I try. Sometimes I will also add this. It's the Day Glow Highlighting Balm in shade Kava from Merit. Looks like this, and I will add a little bit. What I do, actually, let me show you. You take a little bit and I'll smudge it on my hand, and then I'll dab it onto my cheekbones, just like so. Then I put a little bit on the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. There we go. And then finally, lips. You already know I carry with me a pouch full of lip products that I probably don't need, but What can you do when you live in a shoe? What can you do when you live in a shoe? You pack up your loot and you move to a boot. Don't forget your socks or I'll put you in a box. So anyways, okay, I keep running out of storage and Maghrib is about to happen soon. So I shall do the hijab part probably tomorrow so I can explain in depth as well. So yeah, one of my favorite products is the CoverGirl, this lip stain, although the pricing on it, like they went nuts. They really got confident. It's like $17 now for this drugstore thing. At this point, I would say go get the Huda Beauty one because, and this is in shade Raisin Brazen. And then I use the Rhode Lip Shape. For the longest time, I didn't get it because people were like, no, it doesn't show up, it's stupid. But I tried it, I finally caved in, and I really love this thing because this is what I want in a lip liner. I don't want it to look super crazy on me. I just want a little bit of definition on my lips because my lips are really white. I honestly can't really see it well because it's getting dark, but yeah, and then I'll usually top it off with some sort of clear lip balm, potentially pink. My favorites are the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment, like not the tints, these clear ones, because the other ones always stink up on me. Every single one I've bought, they end up smelling bad, and I would like to think maybe that it's my fault, but my other lip balms don't do that, and I don't use them differently, so I don't know. Oops. But this one hasn't done that and it smells really yum. It smells like vanilla. And yeah, I'm not gonna put some on because I put some on right before this video, so my lips are still a little moisturized. And I also like the Summer Fridays lip balm. I use it more for the gloss aspect and not hydration aspect, whereas this one I actually feel some hydration going on. Summer Fridays, I'll use the pink sugar and it's almost done. I'm really proud of this. I usually can never finish a lip balm and I'm like, there's this much left. I'm so close. Round of applause for me. So yes, this is the finished makeup routine. Guys, do you know what time it is? It is hijab tutorial time. Yes, it is indeed the time. The audio might be a little less crisp as it was before due to the fact that I will be playing around this area. I cannot put my mic anywhere and I need my hands as well. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. I will be showing you 3 styles. Okay, I have my little earrings here, which I do like to use. I feel like even mise a part the aesthetic of it, I feel like it helps keep my hijab in place. But these are all, I've all worn these without the earrings. So I'm gonna start by steaming this hijab. This is modal, by the way. This is from Vela. So I'm gonna go steam it and then I'm gonna straighten the face pieces. It's important, and you want to straighten it up so that it sits nicely on your little head. So I will be back. Okay, first one, all you need is your hijab. This one works for like all types of hijabs. I'm just using modal today, but I've done it with jersey and chiffon. So all you need, some sort of pin, or I like using magnets. This is the only full magnet I have left. It's the ugliest of the pack that I got, and I was putting off using it, and now it's the last one that I have got, and it's all chipped. Inshallah, it stays with me forever. All you're gonna do, you're gonna take the front pieces. This is a little hard to explain. You're just gonna have to see what I ran out of storage already. This is going great so far. As I was saying, you're gonna take these front pieces and you're gonna like do a little fold over like this. And then you're gonna take your magnet and you're gonna go underneath your hijab and you're gonna pin it. You could also do it from the top. It's just with a magnet, I feel like it looks a little ugly. But if you have a cute magnet or if you have a little pin, whatever, then you take one side, you throw it to the back, and then here you go like this. Wow! Probably seen me wear this a few times. I also like to sometimes tug the little front piece in my earrings that I showed you in the beginning, and like that already like kind of frames it for you. Hijab number 1 looks super elegant, chic. I feel like an adult when I wear it like this. Number 2 is my go-to every single day basically. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take one side and kind of fold it kind of in the same way we did earlier, but a little lower. Then you're gonna pin the hijab here. Bloop. I'm gonna put it to the back like we did earlier. Then you're gonna take the other section and do the same and kind of bring it all together after and plop it over like we did earlier as well. and this is the hijab. And the third one is one that I learned yesterday and I'm low-key obsessed with it. So let me go straighten my hijab again. And this is the one that I'm gonna wear tonight. I'm gonna insert the original girl's TikTok because one, credit, but then also I just tried to do it again and it didn't look as good as hers or me yesterday, so we're gonna try again. We're gonna first take one side, and for the two other ones it's about the same length each side. For this one you want one side to be shorter and one that's longer, so we're gonna pin this a little further down from where we were before. We're gonna take the end of this one. What we're gonna do is wrap it around. Then you tuck it in your shirt, the excess from this side, and you could potentially leave it like this, but I do like the look of tugging it into the earrings. And there you go. This one gives me cool girl vibes. That girl that posted it is definitely a cool girl, tabarakallah. I love her TikToks. Thank you for watching the hijab tutorial. I hope that it wasn't too bad. This is probably like the worst hijab tutorial you've ever seen in your whole entire life. But it's okay, because I love you and that's all that matters.